Hey, podcast. Here we are. Oh, chats. Let's go. Yeah, unreal. But yeah, the ones in Luca, like we did one with did loads. Like with Dylan Bible. I did one with Dylan and did one with Michael O'Toole as well, the classic guitar teacher, and did one with Darragh O'Connor and Killian and Evan Hayes and Chris O'Sullivan. All the same, like just like selling tickets, but you sell about 10 tickets for the previous the 5 or 6 weeks beforehand. Then the last few days you sell all the rest of them.
Yeah.
All the money gets pushed. Yeah. And then people be landing on then, trying to get in. I was like, well, no, you can't. It was in Luca, like, so there's only about enough room for 30 or 40 people.
Yeah, exactly.
You end up having a lot of people standing at the back and can't see fucking nothing. Like, giving out. I can't hear anything or I can't see anything. Well, like, should have bought a ticket 5 weeks ago. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just,
there's always some anxiety as well leading up to it as well. Like when we did our album launch, like there was no one buying tickets and we were like, oh shit, this is going to be so embarrassing. Like, and then last 4 days they just all went.
Yeah. It was like because we never done an original art ticketed event. I don't think full stop.
That was our first one so far.
That's actually our only ticket event ever. Actually,
yeah. I hate putting them on. I just start anxiety. The whole I'm stressed out already. Like
my heart can't handle them.
I can't put on, like I put on gigs all the time, and every time like this is stressing me out. Because it's like even the Queen's gigs we used to do. The Queen. We had the Queens of the Stone Age troop and the Queens of Sausage.
Oh yeah.
With OJ and
great.
with Lobster.
That was fantastic.
Brazil. Go crack now.
Yeah,
I'm a massive Queens fan, obviously. But so that was my baby, like, you know. But they were all ticketed events, like, and they were all sold really well, like. But then same thing again, like constantly spamming people and doing posts and stuff and stressing out and freaking out. Like we did one in Dublin and did a few in Dublin, did one in Galway and Limerick and stuff. Like, but it's always the same. Like anytime there's tickets, you're like, is anyone going to buy a ticket? And you end up selling low. You end up having a great. It's always a good night, but it's just I'm stressed out. Then,
well, ticket events are nearly even better, though. I think, like, if it's a ticket event, you're going to get people. Only people that really want to be there are going to go.
Yeah.
Whether if you're just playing in a pub, like anybody could walk in. So you could just have lads that have no interest in the music are there for a few drinks and like, oh, these fuckers, and then they just leave. Like, because they're like, whether at least if it's a ticket event and you have 100 tickets sold, like. That's a huge audience for like people that actually want to listen. So it's like Jesus, it's way better than like non-ticketed events in terms of like I suppose crowd participation and engagement and stuff.
Exactly, the free ticket. Like we used to do loads of free gigs like back in the day, like back in Cork, like in Fred's. Fred's. Yeah. So we had the Queen's band actually before, like years ago back in Cork. That's why I started originally, like back in 2014 or whatever, with a few lads in Cork.
Right.
Yeah, it was called Queens of the Sausage. Back then, and we did loads of gigs in Fred's, but they're all free. But Tom paid us, but they were a good crack now. You'd have one night we did a gig up there, and actually couldn't get in the door. They were all sitting. Notice it's the stairs up. You can't. You couldn't actually get up the stairs. But then we did more and more, and then it just kind of get people kind of get sucked. But we were doing one every 2 or 3 months.
Oh, right.
Tom was like seeing like all the people go, oh, you must do another one. You must do another one. Tom, like, you know what I mean? They're not going to keep coming to see us. Like, it only saw us a couple months ago, and it kind of fizzled out then. But we did like gigs in Galway and gigs in Limerick as well and stuff, and they were all good crack. Like, but that was 10 years ago now. Yeah. But then when I came to Waterford, then I always had it in my head I'd love to get it going again. Yeah. But just was too busy, and then COVID hit. I was like, sure, I'm not doing nothing else, so I just started texting the lads because I knew Lobster and Evan were well up for it because I would have chatted to them about it. I would have known about it. And then I was thinking who would get to sing, and I was like, OJ was. And then OJ was class then, like, so he's a great guitar player because you needed that Queen stuff. You need someone who's really good guitar and really good singing. Yeah. So OJ was both, like, it was brilliant. And then Brazil then was Daryl. He's just an amazing drummer, like, really technical, like, and he's brilliant, like. So it was really good crack, like, in fairness.
Was that your first like band experience in general? Then the Queens of Sausage in Cork, or was
no, that was man, I've been in so many bands. Okay, it's ridiculous. Like, so like I was saying to you earlier on, there I was like, so I was in college in Cork in like 2005, and I only had started playing guitar. So I was like, big hurler, big hurling fan. I'd put on the Tiff jersey. I saw I saw you're talking a bit about soccer and stuff there the last few podcasts. So I have to bring in. We're going to talk about hurling here, like, you know what I mean? After the big win there last week against Cork.
Essential, essential to be fair.
So like I was like a big massive. I was all about sport, man, until I was about 16 or 17, hurling and soccer and golf and everything. And then I just started playing the guitar for some reason. I think my friends started playing the guitar when I was in 5th year in school. And I just said, oh, that's kind of cool. So I started playing the guitar, and I could not stop playing the guitar, man. my whole leaving cert year, my mother was just killing me because all I was doing was I just started playing. And I was absolutely, absolutely obsessed, man. I was there for hours. I could have been playing guitar, I'd say 6-7 hours a day. Yeah. And it just got worse when I got into, like, or better, or whatever you want to think. When I got into college, and I went to college in Cork, then I was studying engineering. So I was an engineer for years, like civil engineer. So then I was just playing guitar, like just non-stop. And then just joining bands and after band, like, and just doing, like, you know, none of them ever did anything. They're all shite, like, just rubbish bands that you would have joined when you were young, like, but they're just some crack though, like, you know. But then I was saying that was when we were trying to get gigs in Cork and stuff, and Cork can be cliquey, like, you know. Back then, when that was my experience back around 2010, 2011, back in the recession, because the first recession, things were a bit like, and people were leaving. But we had a load of different bands, instrumental bands, rock bands, folk bands, heavy metal bands.
Mostly covers, or
no, all original. I never ever played a cover until I came to Waterford.
Really?
Never played a cover song. Yeah,
that's mad.
My God.
Yeah. So all original stuff, like, yeah. So, like, just spending money on, like, you know, we had some good, like, we had some decent stuff, like, over the years. But, like, listen back to then, it's okay, like, you know, but it's fairly, you know, we were young, like, you know. There's some good stuff. Like, we had a right good band there for a while, a rock kind of a fuzzy rock band, kind of like Dead Weather, not a Dead Weather. Yeah. And stuff like that. We were called Clearfell, and I had a good few friends of mine, still good friends with them lads, but just couldn't get it together. Like, we got one demo. It's really good, actually. I must show it to you some stage. It's a really cool song, but it's just a demo, like. But I was mad to record with them, but we just couldn't ever get it together, like, you know. But we did loads. We were together for about 2 or 3 years, and we did loads of festivals and stuff like that. Yeah, that was about 2013, 2014. And then I
was only picking up the guitar.
Yeah, well, I would say that I only picked up the guitar when I was very, very late to it, like, but I just was obsessed with it. And then, but this is when I would have wrote a lot of these songs.
Oh, okay.
These are all songs from back then.
Yeah.
Like, we had an instrumental band way back when, and it's called Vox Possible. So
what's that mean?
So it was like Vox would be like vocals.
Okay.
And it was like vocals optional. Like, you know, you could get a singer on these songs.
Yeah.
So we came up with Vox Possible. So that was the name of the band, but it was all instrumental, like dance rock. Stuff. So it was a bit mental, but we did an EP and stuff, and it sounded okay. Like, it's up. I actually got James Hayes to remix it about 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and it sounds decent enough. It's on Bandcamp and stuff. I'm gonna show you that as well. I have so much random stuff like that, man, over the years. But all these songs then I would have written from this album would have been gathered up over all that time.
So you're just kind of put in the back burner, like, just put it to the side. Like,
well, it was just all these songs that I would have written and had different bands and different versions of different songs that I would have wrote. Because I was never. Well, a couple of the bands would have been primary songwriter, but then other bands then I wouldn't have been. And like another guys like that Clearfell band, the singer would have been the primary songwriter. I would have had maybe 2 or 3 songs. So a couple of songs from that, a couple of songs from other bands. I'm just going to pick them up as I went along.
Okay, right, yeah.
Eventually gathered up, maybe had 9 or 10 songs, and just said, "No, what? We'll go at this and we'll try and do an album." And here we are.
Deadly, yeah. Jesus, that's actually mad. So I actually wanted to ask, like, what way you had written them, because I know like there's six in the band.
There's 7 of us.
7 in the band. Yeah. Okay, yeah, 7 of you. And I was wondering, like, because like we only have the 4 of us, and I'm so used to writing like the lyrics and my guitar parts, and then the lads will now write their own bits. But when there's like that many people in a band, I was like, how the hell? Because I'd read on one of your posts that these were like songs that you wanted to get out for a long while. So I was like, did you write all the lyrics and your guitar parts, or did you write most of the song in general, like drums and bass too, or was it just an idea kind of?
So like these songs would have been written nearly already. Well, a lot of them would have been written already and in a band setting, like, you know, in different bands.
Okay,
like there would have been my songs that I would have brought to the band, and then we would have worked like from years and years ago. And then back in about two years ago, then I decided to kind of gather up all these songs that I would have had, that I would have wrote. I wrote all the music essentially.
Okay, right.
And then I would a lot of them. I think most of them would have been with one drummer essentially. So I got him set. So I'm quite good friends with him still, William. Good shout out to William. He's down in Kenmare. He's doing a PhD up in Maynooth actually at the moment on trad, Irish trad. Mad.
A PhD in
Irish trad music. Yeah. Up in Maynooth.
A drummer.
So, and he's a drummer. He's a class drummer. Real tasty drummer, man. Yeah. Big into trad. He does all the Bowron stuff and all this trad drumming and stuff on YouTube. It's cool. But he's a good friend of mine. Yeah, he was living in Cork for years. He actually went back and studied music just before I did it, kind of late. He was in UCC and stuff. But he was actually in UCC, I'd say, at the same time as you were in UCC, back around 2014, 2015, was it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, in around that.
No,
a bit later.
No,
2018.
2018.
He would have been finishing up his time in
yeah.
UCC. I think he did a master's and stuff. But anyway, so myself, I got on to William and said, do you want to demo the tracks? So it just helped me because I was trying to demo all the tracks and then actually write the drum parts as well. But I was like, this is taking me ages, like trying to program the drums and trying to remember, okay, how did the drums go on this and all the other stuff. Like the bass and the guitars, grand. I worked that out, but the drums are struggling. So I got on to William and he actually he has an electronic drum kit. So he did, because he remembered the songs as well. So I sent him my guitar parts and he actually just drummed all these drum parts straight into it, and we just got a demo together. So we demoed all the tracks. I sent them to Brazil and James Hayes, saying, have you any interest in doing an album with me? And they're like, I sent them all the demos, and they were like, yeah, no bother. Class.
Okay, right.
So the three of us kind of started off then at the summer of 2025. So 2024, the start of 2024. Oh no, it was more before that. It was 2023 actually, summer of 2023. Oh. The end of that summer, I used to call over to James in Brazil. That was it. I went over to James in Brazil. So much has happened since. went over to Brazil and James in Osier, and I used to show them the songs. Go up there like maybe once a week for about a month, and I was showing them all the songs, going through all the tracks, showing them all the demos, and we were getting well into it. But it just took all of 2023, the rest of 23, to kind of just to get it together. Yeah. And by the end of that, then I actually had asked Darragh O'Connor to come in as well. Darragh O'Connor's guitar player with Tank Funk. Yeah. Really good guitar player. Yeah. Really cool class lead player, like, you know, because I play lead, but it's fairly Jimmy Page job, like fairly sloppy, like fairly play a bit of fast stuff, like, you know, play a bit of rock and roll, a bit of blues, like, whereas Darragh can actually play the guitar. He's
too humble.
Like, you know, like,
who's doing the guitar solos on?
So mostly it's Darragh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do a few, but I said what I was doing. I wrote the music and wrote all the structure of the songs. But the lads everyone has contributed a bit. Like, so yeah, back to your earlier question. So eventually I wanted to get a different singer on every song. So I had a big list of all the singers I wanted to ask. But I was like, you know what? It was taking so long already. I just said, no, I'll just ask. I had the three lads, so I ended up being Shawnee, Ailish, and Callum. And they wrote the lyrics and they wrote the melodies. So I had all the music done, and I just gave it to them. Like, you know, like what I had in mind initially was, you know, like there's one album like Slash and Guns N' Roses. Yeah. So he was done a few solo albums where he just gets a different singer for every track that, you know. So he does all the music, and he just sends it then to whoever. Ozzy Osbourne sang in one of his tracks. Like he'd Lemmy singing on a track. He'd want Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. The Fergie from Black Eyed Peas song that Slash does, herself and Slash do, it is class.
What a weird combo.
Ever
man,
heard
she is some singer, man.
Yeah, that's
rock
it's
singer,
like it's like Slash's album from maybe 2010 or 2011. He does his first proper solo album. He's done other solo albums, but this is his first kind of proper one that just has his name on it. And he's got a different singer. Like Dave Grohl plays an instrumental with Dave Grohl and Def McKagan.
He finds himself in
every
single crevice.
Yeah, that's the coolest. Yeah. But like that one with Fergie, I can't think of the name of it, but it's a great song. But so is that.
I'm actually really interested in that now. I need to hear that.
Yeah, but if Slash to be big, I'm a big fan of Slash. I would have grown up tuning my idol, like, you know, and that's how I kind of tried to play the guitar.
Yeah,
like Slash and like Jimmy Page, but I'm more like Jimmy Page than Slash. What I was saying. So yeah, instead of getting like 8 different singers, which had been just a pain, like, you know, it was too much hassle. Yeah. So I just got the 3 lads, and they all did 2 songs each. Shawnee did 3 in the end. It was actually Kevin Power was initially in it. Kevin Power from Ishka.
Yeah.
Remember Kev that used to manage Ishka? He used to sing with HD. Yeah. And it was initially Kevin I'd asked, and he said, yeah, grand, but then he just went, he'd started a new job in Mount Juliet and stuff, just didn't have the time for it. Okay. So then Shawnee jumped in. Because I was over with the lads. I don't know why I didn't ask Shawnee from the start. Apologies, Shawnee. Should have asked Shawnee from the start, because he jumped in, and within a week he had 3 songs written.
Oh my God,
done. Like, no, like because it was quite, because we were kind of pushed for time, like.
Yeah.
I needed, because we were getting ready for a gig with the Summer in the City, and we kind of needed to get things rolling, like. And I said,
you saw that one, didn't you?
I passed it.
Oh, it was Dempsey.
Dempsey
went
out.
Yeah. Colin was there, and but send the songs to Shawnee, and he did like fully written, like
3 songs in a week.
3 songs,
crazy.
like all the lyrics, all the melodies sounded class. And I don't think we changed much or anything about them initial things he had sent on. Like, you know, just went in, jammed them out.
His voice sounds so good.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's funny because I think the Queens of the Stone Age inspiration is so prominent anytime he's singing. Anytime he's singing, I'm just like, I can't hear anything else. It's ridiculous.
But
like, it's
so
good.
Yeah, it's very heavily influenced by Queens.
There's a bit of metal in there as well. I noticed. Which song was it?
He screams
the
at the end.
The Dragon.
The Dragon Reborn one. Yeah, he's screaming in that. Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
screaming with because we do this weird. There's a section, the second half of it. Oh no, sorry, that's Turned Out a Cheek. Sorry, that's another one. But he's
that's my favorite song.
Great song. Yeah, that's
so
cool
bad.
riff.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That bass riff is
That
cool.
bass is
I like that. It's really heavy. But there's a part in that song, the latest one, where he's screaming like we do like a thing where we play this riff in, it's like a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 riff.
Oh, I'll say, yeah.
But it changes every time. So the first time you do it, you go 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then go back into the main riff. Then you go 1 2 3, go back into the main riff. Then you go 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, go back into the main riff.
Yeah.
And so it changes length every time. And Shawnee's just singing over the parts each time, different, but the lyrics fit perfectly each time.
That must be so hard.
Oh, it was tough. I don't know how he did it. But it's cool though.
Yeah.
But it was hard even just to getting everyone to play that, because I was trying to explain it wrong. I was like, you know, it increases by 1 each time. So it's like 2 1 2 1 3 2 4 3 4 5 4. And it just keeps getting up.
My brain.
Your brain, yeah. It takes a bit of practice.
Do you listen to Tool by chance?
Yeah.
I actually don't. I know a few of their songs, but I've got a lot of my friends now would love Tool, but I never got mad into them. I was actually more into Perfect Circle than Tool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
don't know too much of them though.
Troy Van Loon was in Perfect Circle, the guitar player for Queens.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was in not all the albums now, just 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
So
like,
Perfect Circle cool, but I think Tool is just a little. I think my problem with Tool is there's no guitar solos really. No, I might be wrong. Might be terribly wrong. Someone's gonna call me out there.
Solos are very
minimal,
I
was saying now about Slash and Jimmy Page, I'm like a Marty Friedman is obviously another one of my. Because Dara, I was also saying about Dara. Dara plays like Marty Friedman. Marty Friedman from Megadeth.
Yeah, Megadeth.
Like that unbelievable, like neoclassical kind of
metal
guitar player, like just writes these amazing solos. Dara's kind of similar to him, whereas Dara skipped the pentatonic scale. He never learned the pentatonic scale.
That's the only thing I learned.
Yeah, it's one of the only things I know. That's all I use. When Dara was learning, he thought the pentatonic scale was it's not cool. So he just skipped it straight to
Mixolydian.
or the harmonic minors and stuff. Like harmonic minor, a big one. Is it a harmonic or melodic minor? One of the minors where you have the sharp 7 in there. And it's he can play the guitar, man. Really cool, really cool fast runs. And then ever since I've started playing with Dara now, I'm just trying to learn the guitar, play it better. So sticking in a load of mad stuff into HD songs and stuff.
That would do it, because when I started learning guitar, I had no music friends whatsoever. I was very similar to you, just played hurling, soccer, Gaelic, and surfing, and that was my life. And then for TY, I learned guitar so we could do something in the TY show. So I picked up guitar in 3rd year so that I'd be ready for 4th year pretty much, so we could play something. But when I was learning, I was listening to Ed Sheeran, that was about it. I was just learning acoustic guitar, campfire songs. Came friends with you, and go to Alan's house and just see him fucking shredding Jimi Hendrix, and I was like,
pentatonic, sloppy pentatonic.
But and I was like, I can't do that. And it was just it was almost like a motivating factor. It was seeing someone that good is I want to be that good. And then I catch up, but he'd be by the time I go, oh, look at this, he'd be a fucking another mile ahead. I was okay,
it's
cool,
competition,
great.
man. I remember that's the same thing. My friend had picked up the guitar when we were about in 5th year in school. I said, so we skipped transition year, so we didn't bother transition year. We just went straight to 5th year. So I think he picked it up at the start of 5th year, and he was getting lessons, and he was class.
Okay.
And he was the player. And then myself, three of us, we were best friends, and we're still very good friends actually today. And so my other friend picked up the bass, and I picked up the guitar. But he was always for the first 2 or 3 years, he was miles ahead of us because he was getting the lessons, and we were just teaching ourselves. The other two, myself and my friend Tom.
Yeah.
And but then I got obsessed with it completely obsessed with the guitar. So then through college, then 1st year, 2nd year, I caught up to him, and then I passed him out. And then now I still play, but he's a guard in Dublin. So, but he's still mad for gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul if he's listening. But he's still mad for the music. Goes to I say he goes to a gig every week because up in Dublin there's always gigs on.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Constantly going to gigs. Like, you know, he's at
love
Iron
that.
Maiden there. He just goes to everything. Like, you know, it's gas. So, but yeah, he would have started. It was just that. It's just competition. You know what I mean?
It's a huge thing though.
Yeah,
it is a huge,
And then
motivating factor.
Yeah,
like.
I started playing with Dara. Then I was like, I have to get out of this pentatonic stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I have to start playing a bit more, like, you know, some nice, you know, triplet runs or some nice semi-quaver runs and stuff. Like, you know, actually start playing the guitar. Like,
Yeah.
properly, you know, because I was doing classical in college, so I didn't do any electric guitar in college. Like.
Considering your inspirations, what drove you to classical? What was the?
That's I got roped in to classical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so essentially, in my audition video for the college, I did a Rodrigo Gabriela piece.
Oh, nice.
What's it called? Viking Man. Kind of sounds like X-Men.
Okay, right, yeah.
It's really cool. I also did classical gas, a version of classical gas, fingerstyle, on the acoustic. But I had no intention of doing. I didn't know anything about classical guitar. No intention. So I was doing the jazz guitar with Dylan. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
And then the first day I went in, Michael O'Toole, the classic guitar teacher, grabs me and says, "Oh, I noticed you did a bit of fingerstyle there in your audition video. Are you any interest in the classical?" I was like, "No, Michael, I haven't a clue. I don't know what that is." And then he's like, "Come in there for a bit of a lesson. I show you." It's like, "Go on, sure." Yeah, I was open mind, sure. I was up for anything really, and went up for a bit of a lesson. He showed me a few things. I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, grand, butcher, yeah, grand, whatever." And then we had a tech class with Mark Graham after that, and he said that he just mentioned that Michael, obviously Dylan is class as well, but Michael is like world class. Michael's been on like Tiny Desk.
What?
Yeah, with the Dublin Guitar Quartet.
Jesus.
And stuff like. So he was like, this guy Michael O'Toole has been on Tiny Desk, and I was like, oh jeez, I don't know. Tournament starting to turn.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, then we had an assembly, which is like every week they do assembly and everyone plays. Not everyone, but like you can go up and play for everybody. And one of the fourth year classical guitar students, Brendan McCarthy, played like this unbelievable piece called Tango in Sky by the Roland Deans, and it's really cool. I actually
know that one. Yeah.
It's really cool piece.
I've seen that on Callum McGavock's page. I think he has a version.
Yeah, he has a version of that.
What is this song?
It's really cool.
It's really
It's
good.
a bit mad. It's like a waltz. It's a tango. Sorry, waltz. It's a tango. But it's really cool. And I was like, Jesus, that's class. I'm gonna have to try this out. So I did, and never looked back. Yeah,
that's
I
mad.
got it.
Yeah.
So I know I had to go. I went bought piece of shite fucking classical guitar out of John Palmer's for £100 just to try it out, see if I liked it. And yeah, it was really no, I actually sold it. I got rid of it because I just had the room for it. My wife has like, you know, one guitar in, one guitar out.
It's
gone that bad now. Like way too much gear in the house. Like I've got a little office, I got a little spare, one of the spare rooms in our house just full of my crap. It's like this room only it's half the size of this room, but it's got like about double the amount of gear in it. Like just got so much gear gathered up over the years. I don't throw anything away. You see, that's the problem. The only guitar I've ever sold was that classic guitar.
That broken microphone. Like, that's been broken for like a year.
Now it's getting thrown out because it nearly electrocuted me.
Yeah. We'll see. Showing them on the bag, you know, it might be used someday. You never know.
Could be the XLR. Could be the XLR.
You might get a part out of it. Yes, you can rob something out of it. But I've never sold anything. Even I've got my first guitar I ever had. I still have it at home. Like acoustic guitar. It's just thrown on the side, thrown in my old bedroom. Well, it's not my bedroom anymore. But, and my first electric guitar, it's all that stuff. I never sold anything. Yeah. All these pedals I have that I don't use anymore because I have a Katana now, and I just use. Okay. I actually cleared out my pedal board recently. I just have the wah pedal and a tuner, and I've got an overdrive, and that's it now. But I used to have, I could have 15 or 16. Not now for pedals now. Obviously, if people buy pedals, they go mad. But I was always in the middle. But pedals are never used. I bought them and didn't like them, but I never got. I just still have them. I never even tried to sell them.
Patience to sit down and figure out what way to
get it. Yeah. To get it to sound decent, like, you know what I mean. There's always a way of doing them, like, or which way to arrange them on the pedal board and stuff and like that. I just patience.
Yeah,
I have very little patience.
I find that so relaxing.
Yeah, he loves.
Yeah, you love to.
I'll just sit down and play with it, like, and I don't even have any like decent. I have a few decent pedals, but I've nothing like crazy. Like, I haven't spent any money up until very recently. Like, I say Christmas, like just gone. Like, I kind of started building it up because I was like, no, because I was always using multi effects, but like I'd literally just sit down and just play with it, like not even play guitar, just have the guitar plugged in and just
messing with it. Yeah. And I just want to just plug it in and just go. I've just patience.
Yeah.
You're a riff man.
Yeah.
You know, and you're a tone man.
Yeah. Because like I just found out as well with Dara. was like, Dara would be very particular about his sound.
Yeah.
And he wanted it like, we had to go into the studio and set it up. Like I was saying about you, about was it Keen? The Nashville guitar setup, mic setup. Did you ever hear that? So you have a ribbon mic and an SM57.
Oh yeah.
And you have the ribbon mic up like that and the SM57 right beside each other. Really, if you're recording electric guitar with an amp, that is the best setup I found.
Yeah.
Tried a few different things. But yeah, Dara was very particular, so we had to use his amp and we had to go into the studio. And whereas I just plugged my guitar straight into Logic and messed around for a bit with the amp presets and amp simulators within Logic, and just went for that.
Like, the same, not too fair, yeah.
But
if it works, it works.
Yeah, well, I said I'm not that precious about I just want to get it out there. Once it was tight enough and was sounding halfway decent, I was happy enough. Like
it's different as well. Like if you're relying on just like power chords and stuff, then you need to focus on your tone. But like there's so many riffs in the Royal Hunt of the Sun that like
there's lots going on. Like
there's
a lot going on.
The riff catches you more than the tone does.
Yeah, I love layering stuff now.
Yeah,
and I love putting in like I love putting in harmonies that don't work.
Harmonies that don't work.
Yeah, so
that's the classical guitar coming out there.
Yeah, I think because there's one classic guitar piece I must show you as well. So much stuff now called the Usher Waltz that I play. But yeah, it's like this Russian composer, and it's about the he wrote it about the fall of did you ever know that short story by Edgar Allan Poe, The Fall of the House of Usher?
Yeah.
It's like a gothic noir horror story kind of thing from like the 1800s. An old story, but it's only a short story. You'd have it read, and I read it, and so you have it read in 40 minutes. It's about this fella going to visit his friend in this big old house mansion that he lives in, and just kind of weird stuff kind of starts to happen.
Okay, right.
But your man, this Russian composer, wrote a classic guitar piece follows the exact story. The piece follows the story. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Music,
so the musically, like it follows the story. So the piece is about 7 minutes long. It was an absolute bastard now to learn, and I could still only. I was trying to play it now the other day and it's really gone already. That's the worst thing about classic guitar. Now, if you learn a guitar riff, I could play a metallic guitar riff that I learned probably in 2004. Yep. I could probably still play it. Like I can still play Sneak and Destroy.
We bang out songs that we haven't practiced in about 8 years.
Yeah, and just bang them out like all these riffs that you just have in your head and never forget. Classic guitar, man. If you just stop playing it,
it's gone.
It could be gone in a matter of weeks. Like
I done a classical piece for my grade 6, and I'd say once a year I like get this little inkling. I'm like, maybe I could still play that, and I try play it, and I remember the first maybe like 10 seconds, and then I get to like this part that starts speeding up. Nope.
What's the name of the piece?
I actually have no clue. I have no, because when I done grade 6, like I was kind of weird with my music. Like when I learned that, I just learned it for the sake of doing a grade. Like I just wanted to see like could I do it. But like the other piece I did was Stairway to Heaven, but I done a funk version.
A funk version?
Hand-picked funk version. And it was like, it was on acoustic, but I was kind of doing the kind of slapping percussion-y thing with my right hand, and it was kind of... Yeah, so I was kind of doing... It was really weird, like, but it was kind of annoying because at that stage I was kind of just getting going, and I was, as I said, big Ed Sheeran fan my first 2 years of music because I just wanted to learn chords, and like the loop pedal stuff I thought was deadly, so I got into that kind of stuff. But he always does the percussion stuff, so when they said you could do Stairway to Heaven, I was like, oh yeah, I'll do my own. And then they made me write out tabs, so that was the only reason I got good at tabulating stuff, was because I was like, all right, well this is good practice, I'll do that. Writing out the tab for it was a fucking nightmare, but like I could remember to play that because I remember how to play the original thing, but because I learnt this piece, and it was like, I think it was like 5 and a bit minutes long, and it speeds up, it progressively speeds up throughout the song. I like the second I finished that grade, it was only like I think 2 weeks later I went to play it again. Nope,
gone,
no chance. Like it was literally 2 weeks. Like, and I played guitar every day for those 2 weeks. Just not in my memory. So
you gotta 7 minute piece. You really have to like have the pieces played loads, like in actual concert situation. I've only played a few concerts, like in the Luca gigs that I did with Dylan and Dara and Michael. They were like, I just did them because I wanted to practice myself playing in front of an audience. So I set them up. I did them because I wanted to get practice for my final year performance. But like, the more you play in them songs, you have to play them in a really high pressure situation, and you have to play them a lot. So there are a few songs now that I haven't played but are stuck in that are there, classical pieces. But there's some other ones I haven't played enough. Like I spent like that Usher Waltz one. I spent a year learning that. It's set now. It is 7 minutes long, and it's quite difficult. It's actually on my Instagram page. There's an okay version of it, like, but Yeah, peace. But like just quickly on the Led Zeppelin, there's Dread. You ever hear of Dread Zeppelin?
No.
There's a reggae.
Oh my god!
There's a reggae cover band, Led Zeppelin, called Dread Zeppelin, and it's reggae music, but they have an Elvis impersonator singing. Man, you gotta look at it. You gotta look it up. It's called Dread Zeppelin.
Okay,
and it's like, hey, mom, we're gonna make you move, gonna see you sweat, gonna make you groove.
Who the fuck thinks of these things?
Yeah, man, it's amazing.
Elvis impersonator.
An Elvis impersonator singer, and the band is a reggae band.
You had reggae Linkin Park playing in here one day, didn't you?
Yeah, it was fucking class. I think we left down for about 3 hours.
Yeah, it was really soothing, you know.
Class.
Yeah.
I love
Linkin Park.
It worked really well.
Was it like a cover band designated to that, or was it like?
It was a cover band, but the artwork was AI. So halfway through, I was like, "Oh, is this just fucking AI?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was
probably,
funny, man. The album cover was just them with all dreadlocks and shit. Like, it was so good.
Telling you, man, AI reggae covers is the future.
Yeah.
But AI music is probably the future of music now, to be honest.
Stop.
The amount of AI bands,
Soulless.
to see the Velvet Sundown and stuff like that. The stuff. And as I was reading an article today, there's loads of it. I only heard about that Velvet Sundown recently, but there's loads of them.
No, I've moved from Spotify just because of that. Kept getting advertised to me. Kept getting advertised to me.
Yeah,
Like,
on Spotify.
yeah,
Just
Go away.
not.
And also just
And what are you using to listen to music now?
Tidal.
Tidal.
It's really good.
Your stuff's on Tidal.
Is it?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's on Tidal. I was listening to it
good
today
stuff.
on Tidal.
Very good.
It's
it's all
weird.
there.
It is a little
I
weird.
must have typed it in wrong. I must have misspelled something.
What,
No,
the
'cause-
search thing?
No, the way it works, like your profile is set up as it should be, but it's like sometimes songs will register as yours, but because obviously you don't know like about Tidal or you haven't used Tidal, not everything is registered to your page, and it'll just get thrown somewhere else. And it won't link
Like
it.
I don't have an artist profile on Tidal, but I have an artist profile on Spotify. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, you do.
Oh yeah, go away. Because
Yeah.
I just upload it to DistroKid, and then obviously just it's sent around to everywhere. Like,
There you go now.
oh my god, there you go.
It
now.
looks identical to Spotify, like almost.
Oh yeah.
We were doing the same thing. We did.
Does it have any of the photos and stuff? No.
No, so
So the
that's
photos
the only
that's
thing
on
that
the,
doesn't-
they're on
yeah.
the Spotify. Yeah.
There's not as much space for that on Tidal as there will be for Spotify, which I'm not too like that doesn't bother me.
And
too
how much does Tidal cost? Or is
I
it
think
free?
it's a few euros cheaper than Spotify. €2 maybe, or €1 cheaper than
And
Spotify. So
that's who run. That's not.
that's
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
That's a Jay-Z one.
Yeah.
I thought that was Deezer. What's Deezer then? Am I thinking?
No,
making that up?
Deezer is another one. No, Deezer is another
So
one.
Tidal is the one that there was a big thing about it maybe a few years ago with Jay-Z and all that.
Yeah. But I think the quality on Tidal is actually better than Spotify.
Oh yeah, there's an option
it's so
to
weird.
actually increase the quality, whereas you don't get that on Spotify.
Fidelity, yeah.
Spotify is like
Fidelity
the low
is
fidelity.
much higher. Like, and even the lowest fidelity on Tidal, well, don't quote me on it, but is the same quality as like what the standard is on Spotify.
Okay.
And if you don't like pay for Tidal or whatever, you log in, you just get the default quality or whatever. Oh, I'm accidentally playing this song
Interesting.
now.
Yeah.
But like, see the way it says down the bottom. See where it says max above the play button.
Yeah.
That means it's at the highest quality it can be.
Cool.
But you can just click on that and change it to like
Whatever you
default
want
bit
then.
flat or,
Yeah. Class.
So, very handy.
Interesting.
But,
Yeah.
it is good. What I actually liked about switching over was that I didn't transfer my profile straight away, so I got like a brand new profile with or just random suggestions not related to me whatsoever, and it gave me some really good shit, like some stuff that had like 100 views or whatever. Like, and it was all really cool. Like, I was like, oh, this is actually like a good band or whatever. Like, but you wouldn't get that on an account where you've listened to loads of shit because you know what you
have
like
it for
or whatever.
years and years and years, and it's all just the same old. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
literally, yeah.
Give you the same old shite like that. That's my own fault for listening to the same old shite.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
It
but
must
we're
be like,
creatures of habit.
Yeah.
just going back to the all, and justice for all, and
Yeah.
and rust in peace and whatnot like that. And appetite for destruction and whatnot. Yeah. Just going back to all them albums. It's like don't even listen to much music anymore, to be honest. It's all podcasts now.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm getting the same.
Because I just struggle to find. There's so much music there, like it's just overload. Like I was reading yesterday, 100,000. Is it 150,000 new songs on Spotify every single day?
Yeah,
Woo.
something like that.
That's insanity.
It's ridiculous number, like every single day. Like, and it's just you're trying like my whole idea for this was like the idea of releasing a song every 3 weeks instead of just doing the album at one go.
I very much so enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that like way of.
But it's still like if you were doing that, I thought this might be a good way of like keeping the momentum going. But it actually, if it doesn't really work, it's still like you'd see the streams for the first song we released in April were like high. There weren't, but there was like that was the highest, and you just see the graph just gradually just goes down. The novelty wears off. Yeah, but I just didn't want to just release the album because it took so long to get together. Just like release that album, and it's like it's over then after.
Yeah, no,
it's like, well, it's up there now. It's
I think
done.
I do think the single releases are kind of the best way to push yourselves as well, and it kind of gives you like a little bit of, you know, when you're doing an album, you kind of lose motivation. I feel like halfway through, like when everything's recorded, or whatever, and then it's just still, well, I suppose we produce for ourselves, but like I don't know, do you produce for yourself ever?
Which?
Do you ever like mix your own stuff, or do you?
Well, James, we did. Myself and James did it like together.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
Yeah, well, he did most of it. No, the vast majority of it. Like,
but like I found like halfway through the album that my motivation was just gone because I was so sick of listening to him.
Yeah.
But the single releases kind of help a little bit because it's like I never need to think about that again. That's out now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in sense of like finishing it and getting it produced and stuff and getting it like, you know, and getting
it
all
is
the
what
artwork.
it is. Then it's like, well, like there is stuff like, oh, I wouldn't mind. Even today, I was like, well,
tweak that.
I wouldn't mind tweaking something, and they're very, very small, like nothing really major. It was just to start. One of the songs just starts very so abruptly, and I was like, oh, wouldn't mind just tweaking that small bit, but like, well, no, what, it's there now.
It's done, yeah.
It's done, so no, just leave it off.
And it gives you a kind of a, it's almost like a, I know, it's a little boost to get the rest of the stuff out because that is now out, and then you can focus on what's coming next rather. And as well as that, it gives people a little something to like look forward to listen to.
Yeah,
I do enjoy
that
it.
was the
You know,
idea. Like, not from it was mainly for myself, so I can just keep like just so it's not all just thrown out and gone within the first week and then it's over. But like, I that was the idea. Like, you know, I thought it'd be cool to every true, because you see, I don't know how you do it in Spotify, do it online or Spotify, because you see artists they release the whole album is there, but it's all grayed out. That's what I wanted to do.
You need
I couldn't.
You need labels for that.
Yeah, you need labels. That's the way.
Yeah, they're just
bullshit. Like fucking labels, man.
There's nothing.
And they probably have some bullshit fucking contract after signed with the artist. Then that you're going to get like 1% of the royalties from this stream, from streams. So that's what's happening. Like, that's what they're all going giving out. Mad now. Obviously, people need to read their contracts before they sign them as well. But yeah, there's a stuff there. They're very like Spotify, and I don't know. I just know a lot about Spotify, but I don't know much about Deezer and Tidal and stuff. But they're very, very closely linked with the labels. Like,
absolutely.
They're in cahoots. Like,
Tidal does pay a lot better than Spotify to artists, because I think it distributes the way your subscription goes differently than Spotify does. It doesn't just give you like, say, 3 cents per stream or whatever. It gives you like a distribution similar to the way that other Irish company did. What was that called? Minimum,
I was on that for a bit.
Similar. I think Tidal works similarly to that, so artists get supported better depending on like the amount of people listening to them. I think from what I know, that's kind of what I read, which is why the other reason kind of pushed me towards it. But
because you see these bands and they have millions and millions of streams, like, but they're getting nothing.
Even
though it's like 0.004% of a per stream, but they still get like, so you got 0.004% of a stream by whatever 100 million, so what's that, 40 grand we'll say, but they only get about 10% of that 40 grand, so they only get 4 grand. You're thinking, geez, these lads are making 40 grand a month because they've got like 10 million monthly listeners, like, you know what I mean? That's how much they're making a month, unless they're an independent. Like,
how many songs are we looking at on the album? You have 5 released, don't you?
So we have 5 released now, and there's going to be 9 in total. So lovely. So there are kind of 9. The album runs about maybe 45 minutes. Perfect. So they're 8 long enough songs, and there's an interlude. So I like interludes.
I love an interlude.
Oh, we love interludes.
I love an interlude, man. Not many albums have them, but like I like an interlude. Like one of my favorite bands, Irish bands ever, like they're called Foxjaw Bounty Hunters, and then they changed the name to Foxjaw, and you got to listen to them. They're brilliant. They're from Limerick. I went to school with a couple of lads. They're one of I was like their fanboy for years. Used to follow them around. Used to like anytime they were playing in Cork, I was like, can I play with you like in the Crane Lane? So like because they used to do they used to play like that's your time or was that before your time? But they used to do midnight gigs in the Crane Lane.
No, that was before my time, but I know.
I'm going off on that probably tangent now again here. So anyway, they used to do midnight gigs in the Crane Lane every night of the week, all during the week, and it was original music, generally original music. So they used to get bands from everywhere, and Foxjaw used to come down regularly. The lads, they're from Limerick, and I used to like beg them for like, can I play with you? Like, like whatever band I was in at the time. And they were always sounded like, water. Like, so I used to support them in there was a quad there when you were there. The quad? No, it was closed, I'd say. That was like another play, like Fred's. It was very like Fred's.
Okay, right.
It was like the Market Bar equivalent of because Fred's is more like it's more metal than the Market Bar. So the quad was more like the Market Bar.
Okay, right,
of Cork, and there used to be the Slate beside it, but they used to do loads of gigs there as well. And used to support Foxjaw, but I've forgotten what I was saying now. What was going on about Foxtrot for?
But the album, how many songs?
Yes, they had it. Yes, interludes.
Yeah.
Their first album had an interlude, and I thought it was cool. And then like, who had? There was a few other albums that had interludes. I can't think off the top of my head now. But anyway, sorry. So 8 songs. They're the main songs, and then 1 interlude, which I did myself. It's just a mess. It's just a bit of a messing around with Logic. I had a song that I'd written on the classic guitar, and I just converted it into MIDI. I actually put it in because I had to do it for a project in college, so I had it on MuseScore. You know that software, MuseScore, like a music notation software.
Oh yeah,
and you can just convert that to MIDI. So I converted to MIDI and put it into Logic, and just played around with Logic. Put a load of weird effects on it, and put in a load of like an arpeggiator going and all this mad stuff. And it's just kind of weird, kind of lo-fi thing. It's in the middle.
Okay,
so it's cool, like right in the middle. So I have 4 songs, the interlude, and 4 songs. And so we've released 5, and we've 1 more coming out Friday a week.
Oh, excellent.
1 more with Shawnee, and
so
then
what date is that?
That is the 8th of August.
Okay,
the
so
last
that
one.
would be out by the time
Calling Your Name.
podcast.
Yeah. So that's the 6th song, and then there's 2 more that are going to be with the album. Release. So we'll leave to that.
Similar to what we did then. We left like 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like one of them is instrumental. It's actually the first song and the last song. So I kind of did it on purpose.
Nice.
So the first song is like we opened the album with an instrumental. And it's a bit mad. And then we finished the song with this like 9-minute epic kind of thing. But it's class. Eilish is singing on it, and she's just like, so like the song is just it's like a pretty standard rock and roll song for the first 3 or 4 minutes, and then the last 4 or 5 minutes it just goes into this 3 chords, improvised kind of outro, just like an extended outro, like Dara just wailing on the guitar, Eilish just wailing, singing, like it's class. It's really cool, and it just fades out into nothing, and that's the end of it then. So. Just kind of left them too. Yeah, I just left. I didn't want to release them because that's like kind of a special track. That's one of my. That's one of the songs. That's one of the oldest songs on the album actually. That song. I always wanted to record it, but never got a chance. So I really like the riff. The riff has actually changed a few times. It was actually one of the riffs I used in the instrumental band from. That song was probably written in 2009 or 2010. Jesus. The riff in that song.
Is that the oldest song on the album?
That's the oldest song on the album. Yeah.
What's the most recent one then?
The most recent one. Is probably the instrumental, I'd say.
The MIDI one, the interlude.
The interlude is obviously the most. The interlude is obviously the most recent one because I only did that, but that's only kind of it's only a minute and a half. It doesn't really count as a song. It's just a bit of noise, a bit of music in the middle, just to kind of calm you down as you're in between. Just gets a bit mental. I'd say a lot of them are written in a period of about a year or 2 when I was kind of in between bands and I was trying to start new bands. So a lot of the instrumental stuff from their instrumental band, I'd say that last song is probably the only one that survived. That riff is the only one that survived. Jeez. But the instrumental songs are a bit mad. It
must be good though if like that's the only one you picked.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just the other ones were they're a little bit juvenile, I think, I suppose you call it, like very
learning your trade.
And they're a bit all over the place, like
we've sacked off like harmonic. An album worth of songs by this point.
So more,
it just didn't really make a whole lot of sense, like the way it was just like this section, now it's mushed together.
There
wasn't really any transitions or anything from like changing key and changing tempo and changing time signature and all sorts. Just a bit weird, but a bit jagged, like, which is kind of cool if you can do it right. If you do it right, it's cool, like,
absolutely.
It was just a load of songs that smashed together. So a lot of the songs were written in. So what do we have? The instrumental. I'd say about 5 of the 6 songs I'd say are written over a period of 6 months back, 6 or maybe a year, and then I would have brought them to the band I was in at the time, and then they would have changed a lot. While I was in the band, while we were kind of like we were jamming them out, and it would have kind of came to a point then, and then it would have changed again when I brought them back.
Yeah.
So there's 2 or 3 songs from that era, and then there's so it's just over, like they would have changed a lot from when they were written probably over 10 years ago, and then there was another period of about, I'd say 7 or 8 years ago where I wrote another kind of tranche of songs. And then they would have changed a lot, and ebbed and flowed, and
nice.
So it was it's a long process.
Cool. You're kind of getting like a snapshot of 2 different sections.
2 different period of my life.
That's interesting.
Yeah, or 3 even, because the last song is like from 15 years ago, and then there's a period probably 10 years ago, and then another period of probably, what year are we now? Yeah, so well actually probably 12 years ago, and then 9 years ago I'd say. So I would have joined that band 20 years, man. They're melting boy, man. It just goes fast. Yeah. So they're kind of 3 distinct kind of sections where I was trying to in between bands or joining different bands.
Cool.
And then the different band then would have a different style. Like I was in a heavy metal band there for a while and wrote a couple of heavy metal songs. Like, you know, I'm mad for metal.
Is that where that song with is his name Sean?
Shawnee, yeah.
Whereas like he just starts screaming at one point and it turns into like an Amon and Mart style.
Oh yeah. Like is that the Dragon Reborn or something? I'd say.
I think it's that one. Yeah.
Or Turned Out the Cheek. One of them. Yeah, they're these two that
I think it's the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah. He does like really, but like he's got he's got a lot of like vocal tracks in that where he did, because Shawnee did a lot of it. Like we would have done a few the main vocals in the studio. But he would have taken it away and did it himself because he does a lot of self-producing. Like Shawnee has a lot of his own songs on Spotify as well under Projection.
Yeah,
which are cool.
I found them. Yeah,
bit mad. Like there's one like he's got a dance tune there. He's got like some heavy metal songs in there.
I was so confused. I genuinely thought it was like two artists uploaded the same artist page because I queued the first one. His top song on his
Welcome Home or something, or Coming Home or something like that.
It's a dance tune.
Yeah, dance tune. Like, it's cool.
Oh, this is very. I thought he'd be like screaming and shouting because of the way he sings with E, and then I queued the next one. And I just skipped to it like halfway through out of interest. Like, I wonder what like other type of stuff because it's different albums. Like, I wonder what like the more recent one, what it's going for. And then it was just metal. I was like, what? It's the same guy. It's just so. I was like, I can't. Yeah.
Shawnee, Brazel, and James, they all live together up in Osier. They're all mad into Tool and stuff. They're all like, so all Shawnee's stuff is real mad, like 7/8, like 9, like all these crazy time signatures, 11/8.
Lots of bell.
You know, lots of really mad and really like he programs the drums like so some mad drums and stuff in it, like and same with James, all these stuff that he
did some deadly stuff now.
Yeah, it's cool like and so he like so saying all his vocal tracks and he was doing like these mad screaming like that's all buried, like if you listen you can hear all underneath he's got like really low screaming, really high screaming like it could have been there's about 4 or 5 different vocal tracks on each of that part and then parts like it's mad. It's really cool. And so yeah, there's some metal songs in there, like, you know, like not totally metal, but like metal, like heavy. I just want them heft as my I love good hefty songs, like, you know. Yeah. I didn't really go drop D is the lowest. I didn't. There's no. You didn't go down any lower than that. Like, you know, I didn't go into C or into drop D or to drop C or drop. Like I'm a big fan of Mastodon.
Nice.
Huge fan of Mastodon. Like Mastodon would be up there with Queens. Like
Okay.
That's all Mastodon.
Nice.
On my arm there, and huge fan of them, and that especially that Blood Mountain album. That was one of the first albums I remember when I heard. I was like on. Do you remember Krang? Do you remember music? I was mad about Krang like when I was younger, and I just remember The Wolf Is Loose. Do you know that song The Wolf Is Loose? The big drum intro.
Yeah, probably if I heard it now. I know all the albums.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
It's on that Blood Mountain album, and it's the first track on the Blood Mountain album. Oh man, it is unbelievable. It's actually a very funny video of me at a music festival in Rock. Did you ever hear Rockfurter? Like a music festival in Belgium. I went there in 2007, and I had I'd red hair down my back. I have no hair now, but I'd red hair down my back, man. And it was like Mastodon were playing. And I just discovered them, I'd say, about a year earlier previous. And they were playing a song, and there's a video of me online, and it's about 12 o'clock in the morning. And just after washing my hair, so my hair is down my back, and I was going for it. But the video is gas. It's on YouTube somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is, but it's sideways. So someone is like an old phone, and they've done it like in landscape, but like the phone didn't translate to put it back normal. So you actually have to watch the video like this. You know? But it's just me absolutely going for it. Like,
you get that video in slow motion. It could be a cool canvas on Spotify.
Yeah, it would be actually. Yeah, I must try and find it.
That actually would be a very cool canvas.
I must try and find it and download, but it's very hard to find. I remember trying to find it before, to be ages, but it's hilarious.
I'll spend a day looking for it.
Yeah, love Mastodon, love all that.
Tell me the year, I'll find it.
Yeah, but Mastodon, I'm a huge fan of them, and so they'd be like going down to drop A and stuff like that, like some of their heaviest riffs, like some Curler the Burl and stuff, and their drumming is just Brandon Taylor, that drummer.
Yeah,
John the drummer from Mastodon is just he sings as well.
He was like
he sings all the high stuff, like
does he?
All the high singing in Mastodon is Brandon Taylor singing while he's drumming this crazy drum, like this drumming,
he's like the reason I got like the specific symbols I got for my metal band Fomorians.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because probably my favorite metal album ever is Remission.
Oh,
yeah. So I was trying to replicate.
Is the March of the Fire Ants on that one?
Yeah,
That's some song. And I love that song.
Unless he's some shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fucking 10 out of 10 metal.
Jeez, them riffs. I just love the riffs are just so heavy, like because they just go down so low on the like they just go down, tune it down so low as well. Like the drop A, like they're down at A, like
Yeah, it's insane. And like they go from like metal to like metal, like death metal vocals to like just normal singing.
Yeah.
Like melodic singing, like bordering on like pop rock sometimes. So well, you don't even notice it happening.
Awesome, mate. Like Bill Keller used to do all the scream. They don't do much screaming now anymore.
Yeah, he's gone from it, didn't he?
Brant, the lead guitar player, is gone.
Controversy, left a bit disgraced, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was he's bad alcoholic now.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, he was bad on the drink like for years and years, like since the start, like. He was very bad in the drink.
I don't know much about the like actual individual members.
Yeah, I met Bill Keller actually once in the airport, and actually going to that festival, that Rock Festival. I met him in the airport, and this fella's about 6'5". He's huge. Yeah. I've got I got this really shitty Metallica jumper on, and I got long red hair, and me like this. And then Bill Keller beside me, like, I was like, "That's your man from Mastodon, yeah, that's class." And but yeah, it's the way to go from like that really heavy screaming vocals to.
What's the album Emperor of Sand? Is that an album or is
Emperor
that
of Sand? It's an album, yeah.
That's an album. Yeah. That's kind of like bordering on like pop metal.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Then,
it's
like,
really. That's all Brand, because Brand sings a lot of that stuff. Brand Taylor, drummer, Brand Taylor, he does a lot of the singing on that album. He's done a lot of singing in recent albums as well.
Yeah.
And the
Hushed and Grin.
Troy. Sorry.
Is Hushed and Grin the most recent album?
Hushed and Grin is the most recent album.
Yeah.
And all like Mastodon as well. They don't have a bad album. No,
every album's perfect.
Every album's really cool. And it's different as well. Like, you have like Blood Mountain, Remission. You have Crack the Sky where they go pure prog.
Yeah.
I remember my cousin got me Crack the Sky for my 21st. Oh, that's class. I couldn't believe it.
Which is the one with Motherload on it?
Huh?
Is that the one with Motherload on it?
What?
Motherload.
Motherload. No, Motherload's on the Hunter.
Oh yeah.
The one with the deer, kind of the three mouths.
The green and red.
Yeah. That's a great song as well. Like Crack the Sky has got like
Mastodon are great for it.
There was an album that I did listen to.
Oh, you texted me about that.
I was like, I fucking enjoyed. I don't remember what album.
Oh yeah, Leviathan.
Yeah. I enjoyed that album.
That was their first kind of one that got him in. That kind of got him going. Like they got some.
I'm a hab. Or no. What was the song? Blood and Thunder.
Blood and Thunder. Dan. That's their most popular song.
Yeah.
Well, I listened to the album and I actually really enjoyed it. But I'm not huge into metal. I like heavier music, but I wouldn't go full metal a lot of the time. There's I'm very picky with my metal music for some reason.
I wouldn't know if I classify Mastodon as metal though. I don't know. They're more like very heavy rock. What you think?
I see. My favorite album being Remission. Yeah. I see him as a death metal band.
Yeah. You know? But they've got elements of everything nearly. Like there's parts where they just go pure death metal, and they got like then they're like prog metal. I suppose there are different parts of metal, like different.
Yeah, they touch on everything.
They do, in the metal genre, and they do just then the singing then as well, and it gets very kind of almost poppy at times, and then kind of just heavy rock, hard rock stuff. I just love heft. I'm all about heft, man. Tune down the guitars. Like, it doesn't have to be metal. It's just like heft, just like which is
like Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
you can kind of hear that in like that. That's the predominant.
Absolutely, yeah. Like like songs for the deaf and like songs like there's a song on Lullabies Paralyze, Queen song called Someone's in the Wolf. My favorite tracks and that's really heavy they're kind of gone away. They're not as heavy anymore, Queens, as they were. Like Caius, I loved Caius as well.
Yeah,
Caius is that was like Josh Hohn's band before.
He was Queens, 14 in that band. He was really young, wasn't he?
They were like they released their first album like 91, Wretch. I'd say they're probably only 16, 17. It is
that was the band I was on about in one of these episodes before, where I was on about them going out into the desert and slowing down the songs so they could hear it better because of the echoes bouncing off the mountains.
Oh, okay.
That's that was on one of the Blind Boy podcasts and stuff, I think, as well.
Was
was talking about I was researching that as well. I did an essay in college about desert rock.
Nice.
So people say desert rock and it's Caius.
Yeah.
But desert rock isn't. It's not a genre really. It's like more of a
stoner rock.
No, well, I'm just saying the desert rock would be like some people would say if you say, "Oh, I listen to desert rock," and you're like, "Okay, you're listening to Caius, you're listening to Fugazi and stuff." But desert rock is not really a genre itself. Desert rock is like more of a community that was out there in the desert. So there's all these mad bands that didn't sound much like each other. So you had Caius, you had Fatso Jetson, you had Fugazi. I think it was Fugazi. Am I missing that up? Fugazi or Fu Manchu, one or the other. but they didn't really sound. And then there was other bands that were like more like surf rock and stuff. But they all played together out in the desert because they weren't allowed to play anywhere else. So they're like 17, 18, 19-year-olds they're called generator parties. So they go out into the middle of the desert, Palm Springs, and they just bring the generators with them, and just have a load of lights and generators, power the amps, and just go for it. Like, and they were big drug parties as well. Like, so lads were on everything and anything. Like Josh Homme was on crack up until recently. Like,
oh yeah. He never
like regularly. Like he never went off.
There was never a break. Like.
He was always on crack cocaine until about. No, it wasn't. Was it crack or was it crystal meth?
I don't know what the drug was, but I know he was.
But it was one of them.
Big on it.
One of them serious drugs. Maybe it was meth. It could have been. Maybe it was meth. But he was on that like. He was on that till a couple of years ago, like regularly taking it daily and just living life. What
age is he now? Like
he's in his 50s, I think.
Yeah,
he's still going. Like he had cancer recently and stuff, and he had a few.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, but he's back now, and they're gigging. I'm just going to see him now again from like the 10th time.
We're going to see him.
You want to see him?
Yeah.
We're all going
on Wednesday. Yeah, we're all
going, man. I'll see you up there. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. But
it'll be my first time seeing him.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've seen him so many times. I saw him like in do you remember the Ambassador now in Dublin? It was like the small up the top of O'Connell Street.
Yeah,
a small little venue. Held about maybe 200. I saw them in there, and it was the best gig ever, man. It was unreal.
Actually, is the album art or single arts so far inspired by them as well?
Yeah, very like Clockwork.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, really like Clockwork. So
you're like,
it's fucking deadly art, by the way.
It's cool, isn't it? So that's my cousin's wife.
Oh,
so
okay.
my first cousin Brian, and so he's married to a girl from Donegal, Aoife. Shout out to Aoife. Aoife, and she's an artist, artist and an art teacher and stuff, and project and graphic designer. So myself and Brian grew up together, like same age, really close. He's like actually a bigger music fan than I am. He goes to like nearly every gig. He's only as bad as my friend Paul, but he's up from Dublin, and he's the one that actually got me into most of the music that I listen to, Brian. Because he was mad into Metallica, and I remember him showing me like, sorry, I'm going off on a bloody tangent again. I remember him like when I was like 17 or 16, or younger, I'd say 15 or 16. We were in a shopping centre in Limerick City, right? And my mother was inside doing the shopping, and we were out in the car, just listening to the tunes on the radio or whatever. And he was like, "Listen to this, man." He puts on Led Zeppelin's Greatest Hits. I think he put on Whole Lotta Love. Yeah. And it gets to the middle part, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is bullshit. Like, what are you listening to? Like, this is rubbish. Like, I just couldn't get into it at all. I was like, this is fucking, what are you showing me? Like, and then a year later, then I was like, this is the best thing ever. Like, you know what I mean? So he was like always ahead of the game, man.
That's always the way it goes. I have the same experience with rock music. I remember I used to take the piss out of my cousins for listening to anything heavy, and then I found out about Metallica and the album Ride the Lightning. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever created.
Yeah, Ride the Lightning. I think, Ride the Lightning is probably one of my favourite Metallica albums to say. Ride the Lightning or Justice for All. I just can't get enough of Blackened. That song Blackened. That riff, man, Blackened.
Yeah, Master of Puppets and Justice for All.
Yeah.
I can never
them
pick.
three, definitely them three.
Yeah.
I went back and I listened to recently again, just rehashing old albums. Like was listening to like their first time, Kill 'Em All, but the production on it is so poor.
And I don't listen to anything after.
All them real old albums, you go back and listen to them, and like, geez, this sounds like catch it.
Yeah,
it's rubbish.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get into Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, because it just sounds so bad. I think
it's just
the production
it's
on is off, and even the mastered, like they went back and remastered and remixed them and stuff, still sounds terrible.
Because was that like the first thrash metal album, and like the sound engineers and the mixers didn't know what to do.
Probably. Like
same thing happened in death metal.
That was 83, 84. Like that's nearly 40 years. That's over 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably like that. They didn't know, like, it's just so much high end. There's no low end. It's like just
saturated.
Just really
hurts nearly.
Yeah, it's just so much of them. But then as it went along, it just got better and better. Like, and then I think just, even though Justice for All doesn't have any bass on it, controversial enough. I don't know what that's about. But it's still heavy enough though.
It still sounds great, but it's just Lars Ulrich bullying Jason Newsted to like be like, we're the bosses here.
It's mad the way they treat him. Like they treat him like absolute shit for so long.
And he's fantastic. Like he's the best.
Jason Newsted was class.
Like, you know,
and he was just in the band for so long, and he just didn't absolutely treated like an absolute dickhead for so long. Just
because he wasn't Cliff Burton.
Yeah, but
that's
but Cliff Burton was one of the greatest metal bass players of all time.
Yeah, he's the reason I started playing bass.
Did you play all that you play like him?
That's the way
The
I play
finger
bass.
style, like
I
real
would
fast
only ever
finger
play
style
like
stuff.
heavy bass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Iron
briefly,
Maiden.
yeah.
What's his name in Iron Maiden? He does all that.
Yeah, what the fuck's his name?
Steve Harris, is it?
Steve Harris. No, yeah,
Steve Harris.
Steve Harris.
It's Steve Harris,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bass
yeah.
player in
Wasted.
Iron Maiden. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I remember he plays like that. But Cliff Burton is amazing. Like,
Yeah, Cliff Burton was like the main inspo.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a bassist all the time, but it's so hard to become a bassist of a band. Like,
yeah. But it's something you're always kind of looking for a bassist, though. You know, guitar players. There's so many of us.
Yeah.
But then, like, you're always stuck for something like a drummer or a singer or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's 150 guitarists. Like, then
Everybody
everyone
fucking
plays guitar. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But sorry, I went off the big tangent. Yeah, the artwork was by Aoife, and it was totally inspired by like Queens and Mastodon.
Yeah.
Because they're like all that,
Yeah,
like
Mastodon,
real
Mastodon,
colourful,
yeah.
like real like gearish. I remember being on the like send her like this voice note of about like 10-minute voice note. I hate voice notes, by the way. Don't send me a voice note because I won't listen to it. If it's over 10 seconds long, I'm not going to listen to it.
I love a good
And
voice note.
Oh,
Mini
lads,
podcast.
the voice notes. Lobster knows the crack. Right? He knows I hate him. Like, and he'd be sending me voice notes. It's just I don't mind if the voice note is like clear and concise. Like, I ask you a question and it's like, okay, this is a bit awkward, so I'm just going to say a voice note and it's straight to the point.
Yeah.
I just like So yeah, we might meet up at 4:30 maybe. I'll see now. Let's check my phone. Then there's silence for about 5 seconds. Yeah, I've that on at 5. You know, oh my Jesus, that
type
drives
of-
me insane,
that type
man.
of voice note is my favorite genre of music.
Fuck you, man. I hate you,
Voice notes
man.
are
Do not. If you
little
send me a voice like that, I'm gonna fucking delete you off the internet.
I'm awful for that. I am so bad.
Yeah,
For that. Oh, yeah.
people love them, man.
Like-
love the voice notes. Ah,
What I
Listen to
what I
like a
do.
long voice note right now. Like that's all. This
Yeah.
An hour-long voice note.
but like this is like you're coming in. I'm not looking for information. Like I ask you a question, Keane, and I asked you, Keane, what time are you meeting up for a jam tomorrow evening? And you send me a fucking 45-second voice note.
Oh well, that's different. Yeah.
That is like just text me. Like just it's too lazy to text me. Like fucking drives me insane. All the boys. Lads in HT and stuff that just wind me up from fierce. I remember asking Lobster for like a phone number once. What's someone's phone number, Dean Robinson's phone number or something? And he was like, all right, boy, it's 086. And I was like, fuck you, man. Don't ask, send me the fucking phone number. I asked someone else then eventually. I got to
Actually, I had to listen to it and type it out.
Yeah, it's like-
couldn't even just save it.
Yeah.
Well,
just
I
like-
know what method of communication I'll be using. There
There you go.
This podcast.
And I won't be listening to it. I can guarantee you that. So, but anyway, the artwork again, yeah, inspired by that. And Aoife was such like class art. Like she drew them by hand, like
Yeah,
all
they're
that.
fucking, they are
Steady, aren't they?
fucking
Really,
class, yeah.
I'm delighted with it. That was like, I think that's like the best part of the whole thing. Like the music is like, the music is really good, but I think the artwork is just like fucking taking it to another level.
Well, you'd
It's
be
really
surprised.
cool.
I have a couple of friends who only listen to music if it has good artwork.
Go away.
Fella, well, one man in particular, Ben from I met him in Amsterdam. He's in Canada now, but he only literally sent me a voice note, a 5-minute long voice note, about 2 days ago. They're saying about because I'm going to see Black Country New Road and Bombay Boys Club and a few others over in London the day after Queen's of Stone Age. But I'm going over to see them, and we're talking about that band, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I love their new album because of the artwork."
Go away.
And I was like,
What's the
what?
music?
I was like, and then he was like,
Should you
oh, that's
listen
like a common thing. And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Like, it's just, he just likes looking at it.
your
like,
attention grabbed and then you listen to the
Yeah.
music and then you like the music.
yeah,
think,
maybe,
like-
Or
yeah,
you like the
I
music,
think so.
you
I
like
don't
the music,
know.
you like
I must
the
ask
music
him.
despite.
I don't know.
Or
I think
despite the
like
artwork, you like the
artwork
music.
that suits the music really well adds like a new dimension to the music. If you're like I have a lot of vinyls, and I will like listen to them while just looking at the artwork.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
it
that's-
fits
yeah,
well,
yeah,
the
yeah.
music sounds better.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
vinyls. I like the vinyls are class. Like I have a few
Yeah.
over the years. The CD, I've hundreds of CDs, but then there's not as good. The vinyls are just. I have a few vinyls, but I had to stop buying them because it's too expensive.
They're so
They're so
yeah. I'm on a
expensive,
bit
yeah.
of a hiatus.
I have
now.
a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
one
I used to like
year
every
now,
record
yeah.
store day. I used to go in and buy like 10 vinyls because they'd be just like that. Yeah. And after about 2 or 3 years, I thought, no, stop to this. Spending like 500 quid on vinyls. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, hold on a minute. No, you
Easy.
have to get a grip here. Like,
Yeah.
just there, and then they're just up there, and then you wouldn't even hardly play them. You just look at them because I have a vinyl player, like, but it's not the best vinyl player in the world, like, you know.
Yeah,
So
you
I-
need a good one. Like.
you need a right good one, like,
Yeah,
to get a decent sound of it. So I don't have one. So I was like, well, I just buy them to look at them. But they are
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Though. It's cool to
yeah.
have. I have some
It's cool to just hold,
real
yeah.
random ones, like fucking ones like like Twin Peaks and stuff like that.
Twin Peaks
the
soundtrack.
Twin Peaks soundtrack done by like Japanese,
What the
done
fuck
by
is
like
on
these
that?
Japanese things. All the Twin Peaks, the original Twin Peaks
Yeah.
program. There's loads of music in that.
Or I've
there's
never
loads
seen them.
Have you never watched Twin Peaks?
No, never.
Oh man,
way.
the very very first one, like the very very original first
Yeah.
season of it, is brilliant. It's like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
But they do something really weird. Obviously, David Lynch, classic, his
Yeah.
like weird things. They solve the murder mystery before the season ends. But then they have a lot of they solve the murder mystery halfway through the first season, and then you're like, but then it just goes on. It keeps going on. It's just like, okay,
It's the fallout.
but it's just like
the information.
not really. Like it doesn't just goes on. It's weird, but it's really good though. Still, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the second and third. I think the second, and he does a film and stuff, and it just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
It gets a bit too
It's
much.
been on my list for probably 10 years.
But there's loads of music in it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
play there's parts in it where they just break into. They just start like someone's playing the guitar and they're just singing a song, and it's really weird, but it's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Interesting.
it's only like backwards.
Yeah.
Like they do a lot of reverse audio and stuff, like, and like lots of different messages and there's weird things going on. But it's
Weird soundscaping, basically.
yeah, and it's definitely worth a look anyway. That first season, like of Twin Peaks. But I have that in vinyl anyway. Sorry, but the artwork, yeah, it's great.
I've actually bought a good few vinyl from just the artwork. Remember that time we were in Amsterdam and I bought that Portuguese.
What about that Finnish band? Remember that? You saw the artwork was stupid looking. You're like, yes, I'm getting that.
Something geese.
And it ended up being a really good band.
Yeah.
Really weird,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
noise rock band.
There you go. Yeah.
No, I think that was.
Clap
the
your
one I'm
hands,
on
say
about.
yeah as well. Probably your favorite
Oh, yeah.
band.
Clap your hands, say yeah.
Clap your hands, say yeah, I fucking love them. Yeah.
Remember them? Yeah. What's their big hit?
What's the name of it? Pale country skin of my yellow country teeth. Pale.
I've
Pale
no
skin
idea.
of my yellow
No, yeah.
country
I remember.
teeth.
I know the
Title
name.
is
Like
that.
yeah.
And that's their big hit.
That's
With a name like that.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one off the album. I think.
Usually the
They
hit
still
is
going.
like
Yeah, what?
They still going. Clap your hands, say yeah.
Yeah, they only played in Dublin
Go
there
away.
3 weeks ago.
Do you all
4
just
weeks
need
ago?
a big hit, like, and they're still going, like the Maccabees? Do you ever remember them?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see
They're
them.
still going.
That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
see.
And I
in
haven't
Dublin.
they're
only
probably still
have to get
releasing
back
music the
together.
whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have to get back together, is it?
Yeah.
They were
This
huge,
year.
like back in when I was in college, like the first time around. Like all them bands, like the Maccabees, Gossip, like them. Was it Gossip?
Oh yeah,
Or-
Gossip.
Gossip,
Is
like
that
all them,
Standing in
like
the Way of Control.
Yeah, Standing in the
Yeah,
Way of
yeah,
Control.
yeah. Oh my
Block,
remember that one?
like Block Party.
Oh,
All
yeah,
them,
Black Party.
like there was loads of them type of bands, kind of indie rock, but like really interesting, kind of like Block Party are unbelievable. Like,
Yeah,
they're class.
and they
They're
never
Like the
really
really
twin,
dipped.
the twin lead guitar, like the twin guitars. They're not lead guitars, but they're like he'd be playing a downstroke, and the other fella plays the up of the,
Yeah.
and the guitars would be like just fat.
They actually like what we're doing now for our second album is we're trying to like make the guitars bounce off each other
Yeah.
the same way Block Party do, and then Dempsey and Keane are adding their parts on afterward,
Oh,
which is
man.
how Block Party make their songs.
Class.
So we're like attempting that.
You should listen. There's a band from an Irish band that used to be in Galway. They're from Galway. They're friends of mine, and they're called Race to Flux, and they have a couple of albums on Spotify online, and they're class, man. And that's all that kind of, but it's heavy. It's like a heavier version of that. It's math rock, like.
Oh, yeah.
But like it's
I
heavy
love
enough.
math rock.
It's kind of hefty enough as well. But it has all that stuff where they're like the guitars are just bouncing off each other. It's really cool. But
That's who I'm going to see over in London. That's the reason I'm going to London, is to see the Maccabees. The Maccabees.
Maccabees?
They're headlining
Gas.
a festival.
I saw their name. I was like, they're still going after all these years.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
it's
I'm
the
going
Maccabees
to see
Bombay
them in
Boys
Dublin.
Club, CMAT.
The Libertines, probably. Are they probably?
They're
the
still-
Libertines.
I think they're still going
Pete
as well,
Doherty's
actually,
band,
yeah.
man. The Libertines, like Jesus, like.
Yeah.
They tell me
Yeah.
I got tickets to the Maccabees in Dublin now.
Oh, they added a
In
new date today,
August.
didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
And there's still tickets there. They're only
But all you need is like a couple of big hits, and it'll keep you going
Oh yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
like that song Pelican did so much for
Yeah.
the Maccabees.
Yeah.
And
they're-
Two Bass Kisses, those two to combine.
Oh, yeah,
just
Two
done
Big
there.
Kisses,
That was
yeah.
their
Two men.
that was
That
their
was
biggest-
that.
that
Two
was
men
their
kissing.
big
Yeah, that
release,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that
That
doesn't
was-
sound like anything else they have. So like that's the hit.
That was in what's we call it? That blew him up.
It's a film
Angus
song, yeah.
Angus Tongs and Perfect Snogging or whatever it's called.
Okay, right.
It's whatever that movie is. I didn't even know if that's the name. Is that the name of it? Do you know?
Jamie.
It's Angus something. Yeah.
Angus Thomas
And there is
Burke
snogging in
It's
there.
the likes of, remember Skins, that program Skins.
Yeah.
That
Same
was that
year,
kind of
yeah,
that kind of generation, that kind of
Yeah,
era of
yeah.
like just house parties and that kind of house party rock and roll. Like
Yeah. But that
like
that
We Are
blew 'em up.
Scientists, another band. That
Fuck,
popped
I
into my
actually
head,
love
like,
them.
We Are
They're so
Scientists.
good, yeah.
They were kind of like they were similar as well.
They only
So many
released something
bands.
like I think a month ago as well.
They're still going.
They're still
Yeah,
going.
they're
They're still
all
tipping
fucking
away,
They're all
yeah.
still going, man. It's
They're all
mad,
still
isn't it?
going, but they all just kind of like dipped under the radar.
Well, see, they all have their base, like.
This is the
Exactly,
thing.
yeah.
I'd still go see them.
Yeah, Jimmy World is another band that are still
Jimmy World, yeah.
banging out the
Yeah,
albums,
headline
like.
of festivals still.
Yeah,
all
they're
the
still
time.
huge, like. And I used to love him, like, when I was in college, like, and saw him actually in Oxygen 2005.
Oh, Oxygen.
Saw
Jesus, yeah.
Oxygen 2005. I saw Jimmy World, and I saw. Do you remember Death from Above?
Yeah.
1979.
yeah,
Saw them as well
1975.
that year. I was thinking of all. I was just chatting about.
Great band.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Death from Above were class, and they only had one album, and they broke up, but then they got back together years later and did a few more. But like that album, You're a Woman, I'm a Machine. The one with the pink cover and the kind of two heads on it. I've that T-shirt, and it's what an album.
I think like all their albums are so good. Like a lot of people shitting them after, but like I think every single album they've done
from Death Above.
Yeah.
I saw them in the Academy then a few years ago when they got back together. They were great. It's only two of them, like.
It's only two
And your man
yeah.
doesn't even play the drums half the time because he's the main singer. He just goes out into the crowd going mental, and they must have a drum machine or going or something. But your man plays the synth and the bass. They're the original kind of. No, there could have been more between. Like they were like the original like two piece. No, there was loads of two pieces.
They were the first
now.
lads that pulled it off. Like
Yeah. Like they had like
I can remember.
what were the lads like the
Black Keys.
Black Keys. Like
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
they're only two pieces. Well.
Yeah, two piece. Yeah.
Their older stuff. Their first couple of albums are brilliant.
I fucking love Black Keys.
Yeah, real
They're
blues rock.
they're probably Keen's favorite band. Black Keys, if I had to guess.
They were my top 5.
Yeah,
I have a tattoo there of them. This is a tattoo inspired by a band. The name of the band is the Black Keys.
That's very good.
This is the Brothers album cover.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go away.
This is an album by the Black Keys. The name of the album is Brothers.
Oh, okay. Go away. That's very similar. Do you ever Adebisi Shank? Do you ever hear of Adebisi Shank?
No.
Oh, lads, you're in for a treat.
Same kind of
Adebisi
thing,
Shank
is
are
it?
from Wexford,
Oh.
and they broke up. Lara Kay. Yeah, she plays. He's like a producer. Do you know Twins? Do you ever hear of Twins? Yeah. So Twins, right? So Twins is two lads, and they used to be in two different bands. So Lara was in Adebisi Shank, and then the other fella used to be in the comedy. What's it called? They were like a band from the north. I can't think of the name, but anyway, Lara was in Adebisi Shank, and they're like
Divine Comedy.
No, not Divine Comedy. No, they were called something. I could be mixing it up now, but anyway, Lara was in Adebisi Shank, and Adebisi Shank were this mental instrumental band. There's only 3 of them in it, and they had three albums, and all the albums were like, this is an album. This is the first album by a band called Adebisi Shank. This is the second album by a band called the Adebisi Shank. This is the third album by a band. Now they're after reforming. They broke up, and I never got to see them live, and I used to be mad about them. They're like crazy stuff. You're going to see.
I think I know these lads.
Yeah. They're from Wexford.
The album names, I didn't know they're from Wexford, but I remember like seeing that someday on Spotify, being like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you gotta listen to like an album or a song called Genki Shank by Adebisi Shank. It is just amazing. Do you ever watch Oz?
No.
The program Oz.
No.
It's like or The Wire or Sopranos.
Sopranos.
So it was like Sopranos, The Wire. They're all HBO programs. The Oz is like the first one of them. The first kind of real gritty, like kind of. It's hard to watch, to be honest. It's like it's grim. Like it's so grim. There's nothing like you think something's going right and it goes wrong. Like it's set in a prison, and it's just like there's a lot of famous people in it. Like your man from Whiplash. What's his name? Say his name.
Miles Teller.
No, the main
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. He's in Oz, and he's an absolute bastard. Like
He always is.
He's like the head of the Aryans in there. So they're all different groups.
Right.
So you have the Islamic group, and you've got the Aryans, and you've got the.
This is on my list, actually. Yeah, that's well up there on my list.
It's cool, but there's a fella called Adebisi in it, and that's where they got the name Adebisi Shank. So he's shanking, get shank lads and stuff like. So that's where the name comes from. But they're a brilliant band. They're really good. What are we going to talk about then? No, but your tattoo. This is an album.
Oh,
yeah.
Duos.
Yeah. So, lads, it's nearly 10:15. I'd say we'll have to start wrapping it up.
Yeah, that's
so we got loads there. I'd say.
We better advertise.
So we go about the gig, I suppose.
Yeah.
So the gig, right? It's in Philly Grimes on the Thursday night because it's only so there's 7 of us in the band. So trying to get a date is just impossible.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not really a band. It's more of a project. I didn't even say this at the start. So it's like. The whole premise of this is just a recording project.
Okay.
It's not a band that's going to. You can't have a band with 7 people in it, and especially when that band, all 7 people are in 2 bands themselves. Cover bands.
Yeah.
If they're in original bands where they're not gigging, like Callum's gigging 4 nights a week with Suspects. I'm gigging, myself and Ailish are gigging, and Brazil now with Fierce Miles and HD.
Oh, sure, you're
and James.
Yeah,
so we're all gigging like 3 or 4 nights. Dara's in Tank Funk. Who else is Shawnee is doing his own stuff, his own solo gigs, so like so hard to get a date. Like we were supposed to be playing Jeffs and stuff like that, like trying to get a date for Jeffs, and we just couldn't. And then I said, look, we go up to Philly Grimes on a Thursday night for the crack and have a bit of a party.
Yeah.
So on the Thursday night, the 28th of August at 9 o'clock. So the lads have very kindly agreed to join us. Woody.
We'll see you there.
It's going to be a great night. It's just going to be the crack. That's all. It's a party. Play a few tunes.
We need a gig like that. We've done so many fucking just mental gigs lately that we need like a fun little like
no stress
gig, you know.
Dean Robinson's going to do sound.
Oh,
so like he's just going to take care of all that. We'll just have a few points. I'll throw a few pound behind the bar. Points for the lads. Take Friday off if you can, you know. Take Friday off, lads. I'm telling you, I'm going to throw a few pound behind the bar for the boys, and we'll have a good night. So tickets are on sale. They're on PowerTick. So just search like the Royal Hunt of the Sun on PowerTick, and or just follow us on Insta. We don't have an Instagram because it's my own Andrew Ryan musician Instagram, or all any of the lads. So if you search that, I just couldn't be doing another social media page, man. Not too many. My Instagram has like 6 different individual pages, like like the Queen's, the HD, fucking my own one. The bloody SE2 Guitar Society. I set that one up, another one, and then Fierce Mild as well. Like it's like, can't do another one.
You start losing track from it as well. Like even just posting on one.
And then you post on the wrong one. Then I do that the whole time. I post on
I reply to messages on Woody think it's mine account. So often, or like
just
going through posts and liking posts and me like, I'm on the fucking band account, get off this. Like it's so stupid. So often.
Or I'd be doing like a post and I spend about an hour doing the post, like putting a video together, like editing it on. I do it on Instagram sometimes, and then like doing this big long spiel, and then I realize it's gone onto my own page. And it was for HD or something. And I was like, and you know, worse of it, you don't realize for like a while, like you might realize for a day or half a day, and it's been up there for ages, and I was like, for fuck's sake, like you know. So that's the reason I didn't do like a page for this one, because I couldn't be bothered doing another one. So
absolutely.
So that's it now. 28th of August, lads.
Excellent.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
What's the name of the album?
The name of the album is The Royal Hunt of the Sun.
Excellent.
So
is that a film?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay.
So I got this. So the name is, I was listening to a podcast, right? And whatever was mentioned, I've no idea why it was mentioned. I had in my head that The Royal Hunt of the Sun was mentioned, right? And I didn't know what it was. So I had it in my head, oh, that's cool. So then when I was doing, it was just in my head. And then when I was doing the band and stuff, I said, that's a cool name for a band or an album. So I'll take that. And I had in my head, it was like this cool, like, you know, vigilante group in like Aztec times that would go out like and like chase down criminals and stuff like that. That's what I had in my head.
That is the vibe though. Something Aztec.
It's definitely Aztec. But that's what the film is. Then the film is based on. I must watch it actually. I meant to watch it before I came to tell you about it, but I don't know what it's about. But it's about lads going over, the conquistadors going over to like Mexico and stuff, and fucking up the poor Aztecs.
The bastards.
Like, assholes. Fucking Europeans were scum.
Standard.
Absolutely.
Standard,
as we do, going over, just taking people's lands, as we do. And
best pastime of the Europeans.
So I think that's what the film is kind of about. But and it's kind of a shit film apparently. It was a play as well. It was a play originally. Made into film.
Cool.
But it's just a cool name. So that was the album. And then Shawnee wrote a song, The Dragon Reborn.
Yeah, I know. It's
The Royal Hunt of the Sun.
It's so catchy.
That
part is so fucking catchy,
man. But I couldn't have the name of the band, the name of the album, and the name of the song. So I was like, no, what? I'll just change it.
It's good enough for Black Sabbath. It's good enough.
It would have been just confusing, man. I don't know. It would have been just like, because
that look really
Spotify would have been like, fucking, what is this? Like, you know, couldn't. So I just named it to. I was like obsessed with the Wheel of Time. So like the original, like all the songs had different names when I did them first when they were instrumentals. So they're all like based off. I was reading like the Dune books.
Oh, lovely.
And the Wheel of Time books at the same time. Yeah. And all the songs are just like related to both. So like they're like the Spice Addiction.
Well, what's the Wheel of Time?
Wheel of Time
book. What's that book?
Oh, it's like a fantasy. It's like 14-book fantasy novel.
Oh wow.
Kind of like Game of Thrones, only like a kind of a softer version of Game of Thrones. It's really good though. Yeah. If you like your fantasy books, I like just getting a book and just reading like 14 of them.
Brandon Sanderson type vibe, or is it like J.R.R. Tolkien type vibe?
J.R.R. Tolkien kind of stuff, like all like, you know. They're all the same. Like Dune is a copy of that. Like there's all.
I'm halfway through the first Dune book at the moment.
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh man, it gets good. The first 3 books are really really good, and then it goes mental.
Yeah, I've heard it goes mad.
It goes like thousands and thousands of years into the future.
Yeah.
And it just goes. But I love it. Space though as well. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that's like, and the films that the most recent films are just
Yeah.
I remember watching.
They're really well done. Yeah.
Oh God,
They're
you gotta
really-
watch them. They're unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like I
I've
watched
watched
the
these
first Dune. I didn't know anything about Dune. Never heard of it in my life. It's true on Netflix one night. The first one, and I was like, "What the hell is this? This is
So
unbelievable."
well done.
Then I was like, I read
So
all
well
the
done.
books, and then I just had to go to cinema then to see the second one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's class. Especially when they're on like Get Eye Prime. That's the first. Actually, the name of the instrumental. I'll give you an exclusive is like the black or Howl at the Black Sun of Get Eye Prime.
Oh.
So Get Eye Prime is a planet on Dune. So that's actually that still got through because I could name that what I wanted.
Nice. I love that little stuff when you have like references.
Yeah,
to shit,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
in
And
the songs.
no way you have to do like an album or a label
Yeah.
on Spotify. So I don't have it on labels, but it's called it the Spice Addiction. So
Brilliant.
on Dune, like everyone like the Spice Melange.
Yeah,
You're addicted to this, so Spice Addiction. Like,
Brilliant.
so one of the songs is called that. So I thought that's kind of cool.
Amazing.
So yeah, I'll be very. It all depends on what I'm reading or reading at that present time.
Nice.
Everything will be influeed by that. So what was the question?
Oh, you answered
The name of it,
it.
the name of it, The Royal Hunt of the Sun. Yeah. So that's the whole name of the album.
Amazing.
And the name of that song, really, like I just said, Shawnee, I said, no, we just call it something else. So The Dragon Reborn. And I got like
Nice.
wedged in my old reference to Wheel of Time. I got my reference to Wheel of Time, I got reference to Dune. And the rest of it then I let the lads off with the rest of it then.
Yeah.
It's all the boxes ticked.
All the boxes are ticked, man.
Brilliant,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting the album out there now and doing the gig. So hopefully this might be the only one we do, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get. It's just too many people. Very hard.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
like
And
we
we gotta
struggle,
do
we struggle with 4,
Yeah.
so
Oh man,
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the worst. Being in a band is just trying to organize.
After a
people.
certain age, it's just like
Yeah,
It's
like
tough.
the cover stuff works grand because you're making money, and
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
and people are all like, "Yeah, I'll do that because I'm going to get paid." With the original stuff, like
Yeah.
it's just so
tough to-
fucking
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't know how many bands I've been in over the years. I say I've been at least 15 bands. I'd say.
yeah. I know 2 of us
Over
have been
years.
in 10 together.
Yeah,
Just the 2 of us alone.
because the original bands just come and
Yeah.
go so quick. Like you
Oh,
get it.
yeah.
It could take you 6 months to get the band together, and then you rehearse for 6 months, play a gig, and then like someone moves away.
Yeah.
Someone moves to Australia, or they're just like, no, what? I'm just losing money because you are losing money. It's original
Yeah,
music. You're never
realistically.
making money. Like
Yeah.
you're always like any money you make, you just put back into the band. You like,
Yeah.
oh, throw that into a kid, and we'll do a bit of recording or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like-
That's
the
why
only
we
way it
record
works.
everything ourselves because couldn't be ours for
Yeah,
money.
fuck,
You
Yeah.
couldn't like no, like,
Just-
but,
we
but it's
had
like
to learn,
back 15 years ago, like you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. We're,
You couldn't
we're in
record
a
yourself. You
luxurious spot,
could like, but it would sound cash. But now at least you can get, if you know what you're doing, you can get a decent recording yourself.
Yeah.
And if you have, don't, as I
Still
was saying,
don't
shit,
know.
the hardest thing is just the drums.
Yeah.
Drums
Because
is
you need a
yeah.
room
Like when we
and need the mics.
Yeah, when we started learning, we made an agreement that I would only learn how to do drums and he'd do everything else.
Recording like
Because drums are so complicated.
Yeah,
you need just
yeah,
one
yeah. Oh,
person
man.
to put all their focus on that.
yeah,
Guitar is
it's
the one I struggle with the
there's so
most
many
now, though.
mics, so much bleed, and so
Oh,
much like
it's
all the.
nightmare.
Have you seen the 3 mic method for setting up a drum kit?
Glyn Johns.
Glenn Johns.
Then John's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
So you have all the different angles. You have to measure it all. Like you know, did you ever try that?
We're trying that on the next album now. We
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
picked a song to try it for. We're trying to find a song that will like work with that boomy kind of kick sound.
But
like,
we figured out like a very, very nice way of recording them at the moment. So at the moment we're like
Get the 57 inside in the kick drum.
yeah, it works.
That's
it works.
interesting. Like you might because you get the punchiness.
Yeah,
And
but you
I've
see,
also get the heaviness. You get the nice boom
The
off it as well.
output,
So you want to
yeah.
kind of
but you see
nice balance.
the other mic is essential. The kick out mic is essential for like that working. You know.
yeah.
So
wouldn't-
like you could try a different mic to what we have and it mightn't work.
yeah.
So, But like this,
That's interesting
this
one now,
seems
yeah.
to
Because
work.
we had a kick in and a kick out as well, but I think they were both bass. Now James might correct me on that because he did the majority of setting up. I was only just kind of because I was in the bakery. We did all this recording in the bakery in WIT because I was a student there. So yeah, it was a great spot. So yeah, shout out to WIT or SE2 for letting me do that. So
Yeah.
in fairness to him. And Mark Graham was on the sound as well. Like he really helped me with the all the tech stuff. So like,
Yeah.
I did tech with him. Like sure he's gonna have cycling around the world now. Grand from. Do you follow him? No.
No.
Joe Mark Graham.
I know his name. I don't know
Does
who
he
he
play bass?
No, Mark Graham was the main singer percussionist of
No.
King Kong Company.
Percussion.
Oh.
right.
That's why I know his name.
Yeah, and he's from Smore, like.
I think I met him in John Palmer's
Yeah.
then.
He's got a big beard.
Oh no, I met the fellow without the beard.
Oh, he's got a big, massive beard. This great Mark, and he was he's the music tech lecturer in ACTU
Oh, did he?
on the music course.
Oh yeah, I know him. I haven't met him.
He's from Tremor, like, and he's cycling around the world at the moment. He's gone off on a 2-year career break with his partner.
Jesus.
But the bloggers are class. He's like they're essentially they're two journalists, because he's a journalist as well, and she's a freelance journalist, and they do this blog once a week. They do kind of taking the turns. Really interesting. So they're over in Kazakhstan. They're in Kazakhstan now, and they're going into China. So they've been doing it since February. Like they started in Tremor, and now they've cycled all the way like from through Europe, through like
that's fucking insane.
Central Asia, up like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, all the way across. Mental stuff.
I'm actually just going to follow them.
So you follow them on Instagram there, and you sign up. They have a blog. And I just got a sense in it. It's really interesting to read. I read it this morning again. Yeah. So there you go, Mark. There's a big plug for you now. yeah. So in fairness, he plugged the gig. So in fairness, he's shared it on his Facebook.
Nice.
I returned the favour. So yeah, that's it now, lads. I better wrap it up.
Yeah.
I've got a new pup.
The album release date, is it the same as
the album release date? Is going to be, it's on my phone. It's the 22nd. It's the week before the gig.
Yes. I have a song coming out the same day.
Friday seems to be the date to release. So yeah, the full album is going to be released on the Friday 22nd. So I just going to set it. I have the 6 songs. Next one of them is next Friday, the last of the singles, and then the whole album. Then so I hope actually the album art is going. I'm looking forward to. I haven't got that seen that yet. She's doing the Aoife's going to do the actual album.
I'm excited for that
cover and the logo.
After seeing all the others.
I'm really excited to see what she's going to pull together for that. So that's going to be part of the poster. The poster I did is only kind of just, I threw that together myself, just like a kind of a stopgap. So she's going to do a proper poster for me. So I'll get that printed out, and hopefully in the next week or two, and bring it down to put up around town and stuff.
Unreal. Yeah.
From my sins. But that's all part of it. Nice one, Keen. Fair play.
Good
shout.
Good shout. It's actually having it the week before, because do you ever just go to a gig where they release the album that day? You're like, oh,
you don't have time to.
You haven't had a chance to listen to them, like, or anything. Like, yeah. Trying to think of a couple of covers now to do as well. Maybe we won't even bother. Just we'll see when we get together and we'll see.
We'll have to throw
45 minutes.
We'll have to throw in a few.
You'll be talking between the songs.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, let's a party.
Do a few heavier ones.
Do whatever. Do as
heavier
much as you want.
Warm them up for you.
Have a bit of crack. Like take Friday off. I'm telling you.
Actually, genuinely, my book it now.
Yeah. We'll have a bit of crack. So yeah, we'll have a bit of fun.
Man,
so nice.
I could talk to you all day. We've been trying to end this podcast for 15 minutes now, so
let's do a part 2.
Absolutely.